Hey y'all, this message is for the group that chose number 96. You could also be resonating with the number 69, seeing that as well. Let me just state, when I see the number 96, it is the inversion of 69, right? 69 being that inner process where you are creating, building, putting in the work, and then 96, reaping the results, seeing the fruits of your labor, but right in front of you. Manifestation, okay? You're in a period of manifestation, or soon will be. It depends. If you are seeing more of 69 right now, you are in the process of building. If you are seeing 96 more prominently, you are in the manifestation process. Okay, so with your overall energy, we got forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. We got big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. This group is full of visionaries, by the way. You are brilliant. You are creatively imaginative. You see things that most do not see. You see potential where most would not. Okay, you also got the Seas of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. And then at the bottom of the deck, y'all had lifting the veil. Questioning everything. Anything aligned must go. Okay, so let me start by saying this. I feel like many of you have always been so creative and had a very vivid imagination all throughout your life. And maybe many people kind of discouraged you from that beautiful aspect of yourself and made you believe that these visions you had, these inspired ideas, were silly, were a waste of your time, were just figments of your imagination that are simply only fantasy, and that your existence as a whole truly doesn't matter. You're just another person walking around with no true purpose. And that's completely untrue for all people, by the way, not just this group. It's like you're understanding. Okay, let me make this clear. Your existence is so important that if you were to cease to exist, your absence would be felt, noticed, and experienced in a large way. You are doing something far more grand than you realize when you are engaging in these visionary processes, your imagination, when you're acting on inspired ideas. You are doing so much more than just for yourself. You're doing big things for the collective as a whole, and that's powerful. Never underestimate the power of your impact to simply see a better world. We'll keep it there and keep it that simple. It's like you're starting to understand that your existence is powerful. It does hold meaning. Okay, we'll come back around to that in a minute. So with Forge, don't follow, we have sharing and guidance. So pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. A lot of the visions that many of you have and the inspired ideas that you receive are so unique that no one else has taken that path or acted upon such ideas, right? You feel like you're the only one, and that's because you're meant to open those doors, illuminate that path through walking it, being your own leader, showing others the way, lighting the way for others by walking as a living example. Okay? I'm getting that the way you carry yourself and walking your talk, acting how you act, the conscious, intentional actions you take are so inspiring to others. And there's a very important path that you have been dreaming about, visualizing, fueling for quite some time. Maybe you started to keep it to yourself because others made you doubt yourself or feel silly about this. But the more that you engage with it, it's like the more real it becomes, the more steps appear on the staircase. Okay? And as you take each of these steps that are leading you down this path, you are guiding others to follow suit, showing them what's possible. Okay? So big picture thinking. So you're receiving a lot of inspired ideas right now connected to big visions you have, and you need to act upon them. Okay? Your consciousness is so powerful. You have such an expanded mind. You have powerful mental abilities. Your consciousness is fascinating to many people because it is so unique and different. It is so expansive. You are able to, it's like you're able to pull things out of thin air, ideas out of thin air, right? Out of the most simple, ordinary things. You're able to see and understand this depth within something that seems so simple to the rest of the world. I hope I'm making sense. Anyways, okay, so whatever inspired ideas connected to what you have been envisioning for yourself. Maybe it's an invention. Maybe it's a new career. Maybe it's a project. Maybe it's a new class. Whatever it is, it's time for you to take action and participate. As soon as you take that action, it's the last piece to the puzzle that allows it to form and manifest into your reality. That action seals the deal, okay? And proves that you're not silly for engaging in these very creative visions and your vivid imagination. As you take these action steps, you begin to fully understand. It's like you're embodying this now. This is an integration you're going through at this time. That the thing, you were seeing potential. You were bringing what was hidden in the dark, concepts, ideas, brilliant ideas, even amazing things, okay? You brought those out of the dark and into the light by allowing yourself to see it, okay? And because you're receiving inspired ideas and you take that action, then you start to see that physically formed in front of you, and you know that you were not just imagining things or in fantasy land. You were onto something, right? It's like you're taking you're reaching into the invisible realms and pulling things into the visible material realm, and that's powerful. And it's like you're not new to this process. You're not new to walking through these subtle, invisible doorways and openings. You're not new to the co-creation process. So you have no issue with imagining something beautiful. You are able to fully engage in that process. Allow yourself to fully go there, not just with your imagination, but embodying the feeling of going there, feeling you are there, which puts you there, creates an anchor, an imprint upon that, and that imprints upon you, right? So the potential that you see, diving into the dark, pulling amazing, beautiful things to the light, you're able to find adventures where no one else would ever think to look, right? And you're no longer allowing people to make you feel silly about these things. You might not even share these things with others. For a lot of you, you probably keep it to yourself. You only share once it's done. And you have no issue with the very important step of being patient. You know things take time to crystallize. And you're so in tune with yourself that you know when the moment is right. You go from moment to moment with the flow. You know when to act, when the time is right. You're not too eager. You don't jump the gun. You're fully engaged in the process with all of your senses, okay? And something that you saw potential within, something that you brought to light, that was a vision of some sort, is about to bear fruit. It's about to manifest, okay? This group for sure. Okay, this group for sure is no longer, you have let the past die. The past ways of thinking, operating, going about your daily life. The never-ending thinking process, being stuck in your mind. You have exited that old way of being. You've exited this old world that many are still tethered to. Okay, you set yourself free. You broke through a big wall that was hiding the infinite possibilities that are actually and truly available. You're able to see those things that most do not see, all the infinite possibilities. You can come up with such creative scenarios, and you understand that those scenarios that you engage with are existing, or you could not engage with it, okay? And it's like you understand this so well that you merge with these possibilities that you play with, that feel good to you, which creates this beautiful harmony because you become one with it, which means you are magnetic to whatever that may be, which ultimately allowed you to lift a very important veil that the truth of your reality is not everything is as it seems, and reality is actually bendable, flexible, malleable. It's not fixed. It's not set in stone. But the most important part, you remove the illusion of there being a source outside of you that has the power. You realize you are source. You are one with the source of all of creation. Anything that you conjure up in your imagination, you are one with. You are the source. There is an interconnectedness entangling you. This allowed you to really, really play with this visionary talent that you possess. And you began intentionally and deliberately harnessing new visions for yourself. Visions full of abundance. Good things you want to experience. Not worst case scenarios where you're in this energy craving, desperate for the new, better, happier, but so stuck in comfort of the old, outdated, the miserable, because you know what to expect over here. That's not you anymore. You're free to move without those chains of the old keeping you where you've long outgrown, environments you've long outgrown, okay? So you're able to freely soar and explore in all the ways that you choose to do so for yourself. And you choose beauty, big picture thinking. You don't allow anything or anyone to convince you that something is not possible for you, or that you don't have the potential to succeed at something, or to make something possible for you. You know your power. And because you know it, you're very receptive. You're so receptive, it makes you extremely magnetic. You understand the mechanics of frequencies and energetic language, if you want to call it. Energy. Let's just call it energy, vibrations. So you are very receptive. Things come naturally and easily to you, it seems to others, but you've just learned how to master how reality truly operates. Because you understand you are the source, meaning the world that you see is being sourced out from within you. You are one with it. If you want to change, be the change you wish to see in the world, right? You are very much, the right and left hemispheres of your brain are synchronized in a way that allows you to access higher levels of consciousness. That's why you are such a visionary, and you're able to pull in such amazing and brilliant ideas that many are probably fascinated by, intimidated by, or freaked out by, okay? You have such beautiful synergy between those two hemispheres of your brain. You're using more power of your brain than most people. You're also in harmony within, with the incoherence between heart and mind. You have no inner conflict. You are just receptive in the flow. You don't hide away from yourself. You have faced yourself head on, time and time again. And now, it's like each time you face yourself, you're facing very beautiful aspects of yourself that you're eager to explore and soon understand. Because you have accepted, loved, and integrated those darker aspects of yourself. You have freed yourself from those kinds of chains that kept you bound, that keep most bound. Okay, that's all I have for group number 96. I hope it resonates.